Hey, this is LaQueen. How you doing? It's a cloudy day here in Chicago. I'm on my way to take care of some errands and to do what I gotta do. So, you do what you have to do. Kind of going through some stuff right now, trying to make it work. It's hard right now, so I'm trying to process a lot of stuff and try to get out of the ghetto. Literally, I've been living in the ghetto. Any kind of city, I'm always in the ghetto. Every kind of city, Florida, California, Texas, and Chicago. I always live in the ghetto. And you know what? Being a woman, sometimes that's not safe. And even looking for a job as a medical assistant or a nurse or a physician's assistant. I'm just giving you guys a little update. Sometimes selling for cheap is not always best. And like I said in my Facebook live video today, if you guys follow me on Facebook, if somebody wants something that you have, they will take it. If somebody wants something that you got, they will take it and say, oh, well, we took it. There's nothing you can do about it. Just, that's it. That's life. There's nothing that you can do about it. It's ours now, literally, I mean, like I said in my Facebook live video, no matter what it is, it could be sex, it could be your virginity, it could be your clothes, it could be your car, it could be your property, it could be your intellectual property, it could be your employment history property, it could be your community property, your neighborhood property, whatever kind of property, mental property, whatever kind it is, something that you own. Necessarily being a woman, but it doesn't necessarily have to be something that you own. But if it's something that you have in your possession and somebody wants it and they take it, well, they can get away with it and say, oh, well, that's it, that's the way it is. You're a woman, get used to it, and there's nothing that you can do about it. Well, you know what? I'm sorry. I'm not going to settle for your crap. I'm not going to settle for your mind control. I'm not going to settle for your 18-year-old knucklehead son who doesn't have a job, who lives with you, his mama, and who depends on his mama for his every last breath. And if his mama tells him to do it, well, he'll do it. If his mama says jump, well, he'll jump. If his mama says pay the bills, he'll pay the bills. If his mama says go over here, he'll go over here. But what happens when that mama dies? Well, the boy won't know what to do. And then who will he go to? Well, his aunt. You know what? I'm a grown, independent black woman. It took me 15 years just to get my associate's degree. It took me another 2 years just to get my bachelor's degree. So you want me to settle down with your 18-year-old knucklehead son who doesn't have a job, who can't put two cents together, for him to take what's mine, my property, my finances, my check, just because you say so. Not because he said so, but just because you say so. Get the fuck out of here. This shit is old, what I'm going through. And it's Pride Month. People have to fight for what they want. People have to fight for their identity. People have to fight for their last breath, for what they believe in. And you know what? It's hard, because people die just for the right to have their sexuality. People die just for the right to be black. People die just for the right to change their religion. People die just for the right to, to vote. You give up your life for what you want. You give up your life for what you want out of life. Being a male or a woman or a young child. Being independent from your parents, going to college, doing something that has never been done before. You have to fight for what you want. And you know what? It took me 15 years just to get my freaking associate's degree from college. I moved here to Chicago, and now you want me just to give it all up to a 18-year-old kid, knucklehead kid, can't put two sets together, and he only does what his mama tells him to do. Get the fuck out of here. This is a big-ass city. There's so much to do. There's so much to see. There's opportunities everywhere. But you know what? Being a woman, and when doors shut on you, you just have to do what you have to do. You just have to survive. So you have to keep going. But for me, I've always lived in the ghetto. Every single city that I've been in my entire life. The ghetto. And you know what? That hasn't really been the best interest in me. I've been kind of afraid of living in a more expensive city because, it's expensive, I can't afford the rent. Well, you know what? That's just how it is. And it doesn't necessarily have to mean that expensive is white and ghetto is black. It could just mean that, expensive is upclass and has a good neighborhood, has a good park, has a dog park, you know, has restaurants all over, you know, and you can just walk down the street safely at all hours of the night, you know. For me, I always lived in the ghetto, poorest communities in San Francisco and Los Angeles, in Chicago, in even Airbnb in New York, or, you know, Texas and freaking Houston and Dallas and Fort Worth. I've always lived in the ghetto my whole entire life. And you know what? That hasn't done me any good. I'm still in the same place that I've been, and I'm wondering why things have not changed, why I have not given better opportunities, why I'm still single, why my life has not changed, why pretty much being a single woman, people could take advantage of you because they know something about you and they could use that against you. I mean, pretty much being a single woman, you know, people could do anything pretty much that they want to do. And that's just how it is with life. If you don't know something, I mean, ignorance is bliss, right? Ignorance is bliss. Ignorance is literally bliss. Ignorance is bliss. So I read the newspaper every day and I still don't get this city. It's the street laws. It's God, what is? Oh, it's a Puerto Rican day. Okay, Puerto Rican parades today. Okay, you know, it's a big city. You know, word on the street, word of mouth, or money. People keep telling me, you have no idea about money. You have no idea about money. I still don't know about money. You could make people do anything you want to do, whether it's prostitution, whether it's dancing, whether it's money, whether it's mind control, whether it's witchcraft. If you have control over something, then you could pretty much make people do whatever you want to do. It doesn't have to necessarily be any kind of thing. It could just be, you know, oh, I know this about this person, and you have to do what I tell you to do, because if you don't do it, I will fucking shoot you. So it doesn't necessarily have to be sex. It could be anything. So, you know, I'm still kind of, you know, process a lot of stuff that I've been through it. And when you're tired of running, people are like, okay, something's different about her. Well, let's do something else to make her weak. You know what? So, hey guys, this is a little update. You can catch me on Facebook and Instagram and LinkedIn. My names are all the same. On Instagram, I'm Strawberry Chronicles. On Facebook and LinkedIn, I'm LaQueen A Battle. I'm also on iPhone and iTunes, so my playlist is so freaking long. So anyway, you can catch me anywhere. Just reach out to me. I am still here in the city of Chicago, still trying to make it. Broke as fuck. But that's life. You know, that's just how it is. So I'm trying to talk to these YouTube people about getting my live feed back on, so I can go live again. So it's another hurdle that I have to go through. So anyway, guys, just keep me in your thoughts and prayers and blessings, and I'll try to continue to meditate or do whatever I can to just to keep my fucking composure of this city. So all right, this is LaQueen. I love you. Peace and love. Aloha. Peace and love.